Monday, October 29th, 5 a.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at the latest assessment of the volcanoes in the United States, updated this year, 2018, by the USGS. And Yellowstone has been upgraded to a level of high alert. Very unusual. The last time this occurred was in 2006 when we were entering solar minimum. Also, a side note that I'd like to mention, we've talked about in videos before, the last time we were in a unique planetary arrangement like we're in now, which we've only been in 6 times in the last 120 years. I'm going to show you the exact position of the planets right now as I do this video here at Cosmographia. Jupiter is going to be our landmark, so to speak, even though it's in the sky. And we're going to separate the solar system right down the center of the sun. And you can see there's no planets over here on the left. This is right now. This is today. And everybody's over here on the right. There's a big rendezvous over here on the right-hand side of the sun of all of the planets, including Pluto and many of the dwarfs. Hardly anything over here on the left-hand side. The last time this has happened over the course of 120 years, the various times, I think 5-6 times, there was heightened volcanic activity on planet Earth, and probably activity of other kinds on other planets. But all we're concerned about is Earth, and we're seeing heightened volcanic activity again. And for Yellowstone to be increased to a high alert level is quite unprecedented. It goes on to say here at the Epoch Times that the U.S. Geological Survey said that it's classifying 18 volcanoes in the United States as having a very high threat, and is classified the Yellowstone volcano in Wyoming as high. The USGS updated its volcano threat assessments for the first time since 2006. It said that 11 of the 18 volcanoes are located in Washington, Oregon, California, where explosive and often snow and ice covered edifices can project hazards long distances to densely populated and highly developed areas. The danger list is topped by Kilauea in Hawaii, which has been erupting continuously through 2018. We're going to take a look at that list here in just a minute. Mauna Loa actually made it to the list, and I want to emphasize Mauna Loa actually erupted when we were in one of these unique planetary arrangements when all of the planets were on the same side of the sun. Mauna Loa actually erupted. And there's activity that has raised levels in Alaska, and this is dated October 28th, yesterday, 2018. So more and more volcanic activity is on the rise around planet Earth. Let's look at the file here from the USGS. This is the PDF that they put out, and this is their latest assessment. I just want to show you the charts and how they've got all of the volcanoes categorized. Mauna Loa is at very high, which really didn't surprise me. Here we go. Red is very high. Orange is high. Goes on down the list to moderate to very low, but looking at the very high list, which consists of 18, Kilauea, St. Helens, Rainier, Mount Redoubt, Mount Shasta, Mount Hood, Three Sisters, Akutan, Makushin, Mount Spur, Lassen, Augustine, Newberry, Baker Peak. Mauna Loa comes in at 16. And the only reason that the aviation threat score is 4 is because there's not a lot of aviation traffic above Mauna Loa. But coming in at 21 is Yellowstone Caldera. Very, very concerning. So there's been a lot of activity in Yellowstone with the steam geysers. Steamboat geysers erupted once again. I think this is the 24th time this year, and it's becoming quite the popular attraction. There's a video here I'll post below. You're welcome to come and check it out if you like. But for the Steamboat Geyser to erupt that much, that tells you that there's quite a bit of activity with regard to the geyser field. We're looking at the website, and I have Yellowstone's seismos on the website. There's a tab there for a reason, and we monitor these every day, or at least I do, and you are more than welcome to. The website's always link below in the description box. And this is one of the areas that we watch every day. We're looking for heightened activity across the seismographs. This is above the caldera of Yellowstone. And as you can see, there is sporadic activity spread across the caldera. Sometimes it's busier than others. We're looking for large-scale events. That will definitely tell us something's up. But overall, there is an increase in activity, more than usual. Nothing out of bounds, so to speak, that's concerning, but there's considerable activity. I mean, you've got Old Faithful down here, and there's areas that have more activity than Old Faithful. And this is also home to the largest geyser field on planet Earth. So you're going to expect some activity, of course, but we're looking for, and that's why we watch, the large activity across all of these platforms. And then you know something could potentially be getting ready to go down at Yellowstone. That's why we watch that so closely. And it's this tab right here at the website at MrMBB333.com. But the report is here from the USGS, and you're more than welcome to check it out. It's a very good, long, detailed report of every volcano in the United States and how they've come about their assessment placement. And it's quite interesting. Kilauea obviously comes in at number 1. It's been erupting all year long. Thousands of earthquakes, tens of thousands of earthquakes associated with the eruption of Mount Kilauea. But Yellowstone comes in at 21 on the list in 2018. Back to the world's tallest geyser has awakened to become Yellowstone's newest attraction. People are just very intrigued by the Steamboat Geyser at the Yellowstone National Park. I guess this thing, when it erupts, reaches heights of 300 feet tall. A spectacular stream of water and steam reaches incredible heights of 300 feet, making it the tallest of any active geyser in the world. The most recent eruption of the geyser's 19th in 2018, making this steamboat's most active calendar year since 1982. And I'd like to also point out that 1982 was a unique planetary arrangement year where all of the planets were on one side of the sun. This was one of the 6 other times that this has occurred in the last 120 years, and 1982 was one of those years. So Steamboat has become a very popular attraction at Yellowstone, rivaling that of Old Faithful. So kind of interesting side note there. Steamboat Geyser video here. In fact, I think, yeah, this is localnews8.com. What I'll do is just post the link down below in the description box. You guys can come check it out if you like, if you haven't already seen it. It is pretty impressive. This, like I said, the steam goes in some cases up over 300 feet tall. But many volcanoes in Alaska, which we would expect to be on elevated alert, whether it be high or very high. Kilauea didn't surprise me. Mauna Loa is a very large volcano. Much like, Yellowstone's a supervolcano. Mauna Loa is huge itself. So if that were to have some sort of a significant eruption, it would be quite the ordeal, and it's at very high alert. So we're keeping a very close eye on Mauna Loa. I was watching Mauna Loa and the earthquakes at the top of Mauna Loa slowly migrate towards the caldera, the top of Mauna Loa, during Kilauea's historic eruption in 2018. And there were several earthquakes migrating to the top of Mauna Loa this year. And I haven't seen any, at least clusters of quakes in a while. But earlier this year, there were many quakes at the top of Mauna Loa. Small quakes in the 2 to 3 range, but still, that's activity at the top of Mauna Loa. And that's more than likely why this has been categorized in the very high category. But once again, Yellowstone comes in at number 21. That's unprecedented. So anyway, guys, all the information you can find below in the description box. Interesting times we're living in, and they are only getting more interesting. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.